Chapter 3. When I woke up the next morning, I had a hurricane of butterflies in my belly. That's what happens when I get nervous. My best friend Elliot gets moths. It's a scientific fact that butterflies are big and moths are small. He says he can feel a machillion wings in there, and there's no way a machillion butterflies would be able to fit in his stomach. So they've got to be moths. My mom was downstairs drinking her coffee. I was trying to be very silent. If my mother didn't hear me, maybe she'd forget about me, and then maybe she would forget to take me to school. But before I even knew it, we were in the car. And before I even knew it again, we were already in the school parking lot. When we drove around to find a parking space, there were a lot of trucks. And coming out of the trucks were people carrying big booths. I guess I forgot about being silent because my mouth blurted out, "What are they doing?" "They're carrying in the voting booths to get ready for next Tuesday." "We're getting a new president?" "No, it's time for a new mayor." "Didn't Mrs. Pellington tell you?" I shook my head no. But a little voice in my brain wasn't as sure. "Did she?" it asked. "Chester Elementary is where the entire east side of town will vote for the mayor on Tuesday." My mouth almost dropped off my face. My school was going to be one big voting office for the entire east side of town? "That's actually really important," I said. "It certainly is," said my mother. Certainly is also very adult-sounding. As my mom and I climbed up the stairs towards my classroom, I concentrated hard on sending a wish from my heart into her brain. The wish was, "I wish you would forget all about your meeting with Mrs. Pellington." But it didn't work. Mrs. Pellington was waiting at the top of the stairs. I thought if I stood there with both of them, it would stop them from talking about me. But that didn't work either, because Mrs. Pellington said, "Frannie, why don't you go inside the classroom and give me and your mother 1 minute alone? I will actually tell you for a scientific fact that it was absolutely, positively, and certainly not just 1 minute. I know this because I counted." My entire class and I watched through the window on the classroom door as my mom and Mrs. Pellington talked. Then Elliot did armpit farts. All the kids laughed at this. I made my mouth laugh with the rest of the kids. I even acted out laugh noises, but my insides did not think it was funny at all. I was too nervous about what my mom and Mrs. P were actually saying to each other. I wanted to hear them, but I couldn't. I did hear someone shout, "Watch out, Millicent," though. I turned around right as Millicent banged into Will. Millicent loved to read so much that anytime Mrs. P turned her back, Millicent pulled out a book. Her hands were so fast that by the time Mrs. P turned back again, Millicent's book was already hidden, and she wore her "I'm paying the best attention of anyone" face. When I turned back, my mom and Mrs. Pellington were shaking hands. Then my mom turned to wave to me and left. As Mrs. Pellington walked back into the room, her face was very in-charge-ish, almost like she was the mayor herself. "Let's step outside the classroom and talk for a second," she whispered in my ear. I had a maybe I'm not getting any presents for Christmas feeling as I followed her out. What if I wasn't allowed to go on the trip? What if I had to sit in the classroom all by myself and wait 18 hours for everyone to come back? Mrs. Pellington cleared her throat. "Your mother and I talked, and we decided that we will allow you to join the class on this trip." I let out a sigh the size of the Grand Canyon. "But," added Mrs. P, "I will be assigning special buddies for this trip. And that's when I knew exactly where the no Christmas presents feeling was coming from.